At this tournament, we'll be doing individual events. One of those individual events is extemporaneous speaking. Extemporaneous speeches, different from other individual events, are a speech that has not been prepared beforehand. Students going into this round have been given a topic area like the economy or ISIS, and they've done a lot of research on this topic. They will be bringing any of that research that they've done prior to the tournament into the round. When everyone gets seated, you'll pick a speaking order of who will speak from first to 10, however many speakers are in the room. At that point, you will call the first speaker up and give them a choice between 3 different questions related to one of the topic areas that they were given prior to this tournament. They will select one of those questions to write their speech on, use the information that they've researched, and go ahead and prepare a speech to give. Different than other topics, the other debates, what you'll then do is start a timer for 30 minutes. After the first 12 minutes of that first speaker preparing, you will give them, then the second speaker will be given their selection of a choice between 3 different topics from one of the areas that they had to research. Then another 12 minutes, so at the 24th minute, you will give the third speaker in the room their selection of the 3 topics that they could choose from. Then at 36 minutes and on and on and on. After the first 30 minutes, the first speaker will come back into the room to prepare their speech. They are not allowed to have any notes with them when they present their speech. So this speech, more than any other speeches, are focused on organization and how they respond to the question that they were given. So usually a typical speech will look something like an introduction that they will give, whatever their question is, and how they would like to respond, what their answer is, a thesis, and then 2 main points, and then some form of a conclusion or summary of what they spoke on. The 3 things that you'll want to look at is first, the argumentation and analysis. How did the speaker approach that question? Did they do it accurately? Did they understand? And did they have enough information to speak to it in a manner that made them seem confident and that they were knowledgeable about the topic? The second point will be the evidence and the citations that they use. Because they've been researching these topics for a few weeks now, they should have citations from different news sources, journals, peer reviews, or any articles that they had brought in prior to the round. They should be able to state those clearly for you to understand and be able to look up after the round if you wanted to. The last part you'll be looking at is the delivery. Now, because this speech is completely unprepared, they've only had 30 minutes to prepare, usually the delivery might have some speaking errors or wouldn't be as clear as someone that would have notes or someone that's been preparing for a long time on a prepared speech. So there is a lot of leeway within this area. So again, you want to focus more on the analysis of the argumentation that they give, how they answer that question, and the evidence. They're allowed no notes, but you should take notes throughout the round so you remember what they said and if they're really responding to the question. At the end, you'll have a ballot or a place where you'll fill in the information, and you're going to want to first rank who is the best speaker in the room. So from first, second, third, and on down to the last speaker. Now note, this speech is 7 minutes long. There's a 30-minute grace period. So at 6 minutes and 30 seconds or 7 minutes and 30 seconds is the time frame that they want to be in between. Anything below 6 minutes and 30 seconds cannot receive first place. They can still be awarded, but just can't get first place. You'll want to write some feedback on their ballot or on the information, the IE sheet for them, and then their speaker points. 100 is the best speech you've ever heard in your life, 0 being didn't even get up and speak. You'll want to score within your range between 70 to about 85, 90. We really don't hit above 90 in this format unless the speech is absolutely amazing. So that's extemporaneous speeches.